I have done a live show, so we are just going to see how this goes. I am making you no promises. But our season has come to a wrap, so I wanted to hear from everybody and just see how everyone's feeling. Because to me, it feels like we are in a worse spot than where we started this season at. And it really pisses me off, man, because it should not have happened. But it is what it is. We have to deal with it. We have to keep moving forward. As it stands right now, we do not have a quarterback. We do not have an offensive line. Our defense is pretty much our defense is pretty much Swiss cheese with how many holes it has in it. And our coaching staff, I mean, honestly, it blows. That's the only thing that you can say. And it's driving me crazy. It really is. But I wanted to hear from you guys. I wanted to come out and just kind of put my opinion out there and see how everyone's feeling and just see exactly what the nation is saying. Ardo, what's going on, man? Scott, what's happening? Dominic, what's going on? Dodgers, unknown Raider guy. Oh, Raider Jason, what's good, everybody? Man, I'm telling you guys, it's been a long fucking time since I have done this, and I built this channel off going live, so this one probably is going to be a little shaky, but I learned a new trick on how to change clips and everything, and we do have a few bright spots right now moving forward on this team. We do have JJ, who is the new rushing king, which is awesome. I was happy as shit to see him bring that title home. It seems like the whole league is excited to see him bring that title home. We're going to end up franchising, tagging him, or possibly giving him a new contract. I'd like to see him stick around for a long-ass time. In a perfect world, we'd go ahead and franchise tag him for just this season, sign Derrick Henry to a 2-year contract because he's coming off, and that would be the best 1-2 punch I've ever seen in my damn life. Probably not going to happen, but it would be fucking awesome if it did. And then we got Mad Max, who is possibly the best, arguably, defensive end in football as it stands right now. And we got him locked up for another season, I believe, but he's going to end up renegotiating. His ass is going to end up getting paid. But he has the highest motor in football. That dude legitimately never stops. And I love having him on this team. I do not want to see some Khalil Mack shit go down to where we trade him off to end up getting some more capital or free up some money, because that would fucking kill us, dude. And we're known to do some stupid shit like that. We're going to get to some more of that stupid shit in just a second. And then we get to Davante, who said he wants to stay a Raider, but who is going to throw his ass the ball? Because as it stands right now, people are saying, oh man, we want Brady to come in. Aaron Rodgers is going to come in. Dude, I do not want either one of those motherfuckers, especially Brady. If you are an old school Raider fan, that is the last bastard that you want on this team. Plus, over the past 2 seasons, he's looked like complete shit. Why the hell would you want him on this team? And I sure as hell would not want him wearing number 12 while playing for our squad. That is some true bullshit right there that I would never want to see happen. And if you don't understand that, you need to go do a little bit of research on your history. But that's one of the biggest fucking questions we have, because Davante was all about wanting stability and having a quarterback that he can grow with and making like a huge impact in the NFL and making it to where you remember his name forever. And he's not going to get that shit unless he has the right quarterback. We need to play this shit smart, whether it's drafting somebody or going out there and picking somebody up. It is what it is, but I sure as shit do not want it to be Brady. And I will stand behind that 110%. And shit, we all sat there and watched this fucking playoff game. He looked terrible. He was hanging receivers out to dry all night long. He ended up finally getting Justin Gage pretty much put in the hospital because he didn't know what the hell he was doing on that play. He looked like complete shit. And that is the last dude that I want taking the helm of this team right now. If you disagree, so be it. But I pray to God that his ass just retires so all this fucking clickbait bullshit will just disappear, because it's slowly driving me insane. Because the answer to this question right now is, yeah, that dude is completely fucking washed up, and there is no other way to put it. Get a rookie. Go out there and get a rookie. Do not bring Aaron Rodgers onto this damn team either. That is not something I want to see reunited with Davante Adams. No, fucking smash that shit right now. Either go with Stidham and then bring a rookie in behind him and accept the fact that you're going to suck for a season, or make some kind of big-ass splash. And it's not going to be Lamar Jackson, even though I really want his ass on this team. Don't care if people agree with me or not. He is one of the dudes that I would love to see become a Raider. And so, I don't know. That was my little spiel for tonight. So let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm going to scroll back up in these comments and just kind of go through everybody, because that's the whole reason I wanted to go live tonight, because I've truly missed this shit, and I really wanted to hear from y'all. And I know I've just been doing the raw reactions, and I appreciate everybody for checking those things out. And I know that haven't been doing the lives. I'm trying to get back into it, but we'll just see how it all goes. Atheist, what's going on, man? Yeah, damn, long time no see, that is for sure. Black, what's happening? Our defense, our Matadors, yeah, no shit, dude. Might as well just put on a bright red cape and go out there and just dodge every fucking thing that you see. Koji, what's happening? Jumping on the plane, Joku. Just wanted to say, oh man, I appreciate you coming out, dude. Have a safe trip. Rito, what's happening? Good to hear from you, and good to be back. Michael, man, what has happened? A lot of you dudes I have like truly missed. And Michael, you are one of them. I agree, this coaching staff blows. This coaching staff, as it stands right now, unless these dudes pull off some kind of fucking miracle, they're shit. Like complete shit. Led by a front office that's complete shit. So I really want to see what ends up happening with this. Do more live streams. I'm always excited to see a reaction to the end of the game. I'm going to try to work back into the live streams, dude. My work schedule is fucking insane. Like, it is truly, truly insane. That's how I kind of got away from it, but I really want to get back into it because I love doing this shit and just going through. And I promise you, if I do get back into it, it'll get a little bit smoother as it goes. Once you get out of the rhythm of doing these live shows and then being able to edit your videos, that shit, when you come back to this, man, my fucking hands were sweating. I was nervous as shit before I started this thing. Jesus, what's up, dude? What's going on? Raiders need to address our starting core B and draft an offensive line and defense. The quarterback's the biggest damn issue right now. We have to know who we have moving forward going into next season. I understand it's not going to happen tomorrow, but we need that shit to happen first. As far as that offensive line goes, depending on what we do at quarterback, it's going to depend on how much money we have. We have an opportunity to where if we draft a quarterback, because we have the 7th or 8th pick. I'm not sure which one it is, but I know we're in the top 10. You can get a decent quarterback at that point. I don't see the Raiders trading up or doing anything crazy like that, but that would free up a shit ton of money. And then you could put an offensive line in front of that rookie quarterback that would actually be able to protect him and then let him be able to make a few plays. But there's going to be a huge ass learning curve, and he's going to have to learn this bullshit fucking offensive system that, as we've seen right now, completely sucks. So, dude, that's a tough one for me. We have a lot to address, every level of this defense, as well as the guard, maybe a tackle, QB obvious. Yeah, the QB is obvious. The tackle is that, dude, we got to protect that right side. Colton Miller is the only person on that offensive line that I feel legitimately belongs on that offensive line. Who is it? And then our center, who's Andre James. And he's pretty much up and down throughout this season. And him and Carr had a pretty good rapport, but that does not mean he's going to have a good rapport with the next quarterback coming in. So I could honestly see him end up getting bounced. Shout out from Mexico. You on the Brady train? No, fuck that Brady train, dude. I want that thing to derail and then crash into the side of a mountain so people will just stop talking about it. It was the same fucking thing, 2 years ago? Brady's coming to Vegas. Brady bought a house in Vegas. This is going to be fucking awesome. We're going to get Tom Brady. And I'm sitting there like, no, please, for the love of God, do not bring that old ass, washed up fucking dude onto this team. It's another man that comes to this team at the end of his career to collect one more big fat ass paycheck before he ends up sailing off into the sunset. And the Raiders have done that shit enough. And I am done with that, and I do not want to see that shit happen again. We need to make a splash in that linebacker in free agency. Oh, my God. Yes, we do, and you are right. The linebacker class, with the exception of like 1 or 2 dudes, is complete trash going into this draft. But we need to address that linebacker position. And don't get me wrong, dude. I like our linebackers. Diablo's been gone pretty much all season long, which sucked, because he is a pretty much lockdown linebacker that I do like. Brown ended up playing a pretty damn good game, but Perryman's getting a little bit older, but I'm guarantee he has another season or 2 left in him. But you saw it, and like, well, shit, let me mention Masterson real quick, because I really think that kid has a lot of upside to him. But outside of that, once you saw these linebackers start to get hurt, that fucking, oh, dude, the middle of our defense went to complete shit after that. Thoughts on Joey Bosa crying about the refs? I will tell you right now, the Chargers blowing that fucking game was the best thing my ass has watched in a while. And I sat there and watched that entire damn game. And there was just something about it at halftime where I was like, Chargers are going to blow this shit. Like, I don't know why I was thinking that, but I promise you, I knew that they were going to blow that game. That coach is a fucking idiot. And for as much as I truly hate the Chargers, like as a whole and that whole entire organization, I legitimately felt bad for Herbert at the end of that game because that kid is damn good and he deserves way fucking better than that coach he has right now. Bosa's just a baby, dude. That kid whines and cries about every damn thing in his life. Farron, what's going on, man? Changed my name, formerly known as... Oh, Kale, what's happening, man? Hell no on Brady. He's disrespectful to the nation. Dude, fuck Brady, dude. I don't understand why so many people want his ass on this team. It blows my fucking mind, to be honest with you. He would be legitimately the last quarterback that I would want to see the Raiders take. And I don't care if him and McDaniels are supposed to win a Super Bowl together and Belichick was supposed to retire. Dude, that's fucking bullshit, dude. Do not bring him on this team. He couldn't even fucking win a game or make it through the playoffs with a super team. You think he's going to come onto this shit squad that we have right now and make a fucking difference? No. He'll be hurt by week 3, crying by week 5, and retired by week 7, dude. It's a fucking joke. Screw him, man. I do not want that shit. Psycho, I appreciate that, dude. Ardo, I'm glad you stuck around. I don't want Brady. I just don't what's realistic and good. Also, I do not want Jimmy G either. And there's been a lot of talk about that, and I am not looking forward to that one. Ah, shit, I lost my spot. Let me scroll back up. So Njoku's, yeah, dude, I try to give it to y'all straight. If Brady comes here and he gets number 12, I'm done with the Raiders. That's what I'm saying, dude. That'll fucking piss me off. Oh, right. For Life, our Raider story, what's going on? I'm glad you guys could make it out. Raiders are oh, what's up? He's not coming here. Just teach your kids to play. Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. F. Rogers, F. Brady, thank you. Chevy, thank you. And it's good to see you, man. Who do you want at 7? I mean, every year that I've been making Raider videos, which has been like probably 4 years now, I've always said I want a linebacker in the first round. And if the number 1 linebacker is out there, I really like that kid from Georgia, but there's 1 or 2 others. But I don't know, man. At 7, if we can get a really good quarterback, like a quarterback of the future, I would take that shit at number 7. Because if you guys didn't notice, going into the playoffs and then going into this first week of like the wild card round, the NFL made a huge ass statement. They want these young, fresh quarterbacks. Shit, even Purdy made it through his first round. And I will tell you guys, that is the wave of the future. That is what they are pushing. These old veteran quarterbacks, they're getting pushed out of the league by these young kids, and they want a super fast, explosive game. We are not going to be able to keep up unless we bring one of those quarterbacks on. If he works out, so be it. If he doesn't, we learn. You just have to try again, because that is the way that this shit is heading right now. You mean suck for another season? Dude, we will suck for another season. I missed your show, buddy. Man, I really missed y'all. I seriously did. It kind of killed me doing all those raw reactions just because I love doing this shit. It just going back and forth with y'all. Oh, aloha to you, man. I'm not even going to try to say your name. Nice to have you back, Dominic. It's good to see you, man. We need a QB that will stand up to Mahomes and mock the Chiefs and get away with it. Dude, I would love to see that. And I will tell you, that little ring around the rosy shit that the Chiefs pulled, that pissed off a lot of people around the league. And that shit blows my mind at how many people were just legitimately disrespected by the shit that they pulled during that game. There's part of me right now thinks that Jacksonville is going to knock their ass out of the playoffs, and I would be happy as shit about that. Who the fuck just did that? Tedford, dude, you did not have to do that, man. I promise you, I do not do this shit for super chats or for any reason, and that is way too much money. If you want to take that shit back, I completely understand. Thank you for keeping it real, F. Brady, FAB, and dude, fucking McDouchebag, McDingleberry, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And then the fact that they kicked fans out of that fucking stadium because they were holding signs that say we deserve better. I don't know if there was more to that story or not, but I will tell you that is complete bullshit. If you cannot even speak your mind in that stadium when you had to watch the shit show that we went through this season, that's fucked up, and I do not appreciate that at all. I really hope that they fix that shit. Are you real fans or bandwagon fan? Or on the bandwagon? Dude, I don't know if you're talking to me, but I will tell you right now, I have loved this team since I was 11 years old, and I will not turn my back on them, even though they piss me off the majority of the fucking time. Rodgers in the running, JMD's offense? No, there is no chance he could, dude. They will just fight on the sidelines. At least you'd see a quarterback have a pair of balls and stand up to a coach that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. That would be the only bright side that really came out of that situation. So we're getting Rodgers, Lamar, or CJ Stroud for next season. I don't want Rodgers. I don't want fucking Brady. Lamar, I don't think could handle this fucking offense. But I do think that if you had the right coach and you had Lamar and Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams with Waller all on the same damn team, your offense would pretty much be unfucking stoppable. But if you had all those players on this team and then you had dipshit coaching them, it would look like shit, and I promise you that. Do you trust this regime? No, I do not trust this regime at all. Nate, it's good to see you, man. We have so much capital, but so many needs. Every decision needs to be precise, or else we will enter 2024 rebuilding with a new head coach. That's pretty much exactly what we're doing. I mean, you saw this shit, I hate to say it, but when Gruden came in, we ended up having just a terrible first season. Then he made all his moves, and you could start to see improvement. And then we all saw the shit show that unfolded from that. But at the same time, like, if nothing would have happened, he could have continued to build. We honestly probably would have ended up pretty good. And I never thought I would fucking say that. But him compared to McDaniels is night and fucking day at this point. Aaron Rodgers or Brady? Jesus, man, I don't know. I do not know, and I do not want to see either one of those dipshits wearing a Raider jersey. If I was an NFL team, I wouldn't want to play or pay Lamar the top money. He can throw the ball, but he isn't consistent. I'll give you that. He's not consistent. Plus, if he runs, there's always the risk of him getting hurt. That is the biggest fucking fear with him, is that just one random run play, he ends up getting his leg taken out or steps the wrong way trying to get out of bounds, and then your season's over at that point. But you got to understand, so many teams are taking that exact chance with these young quarterbacks, and the reason that they're doing it is because they make plays happen. When all that shit crumbles around them, they end up making some shit happen, and we have not had that in a long damn time. Well, honestly, dude, you saw flashes of it from Stidham, but that shit, you know that's not going to be consistent. Like, not consistent at all. Rodgers not available, and because of the Packers are going to want a multiple first-round picks for Rodgers, I ain't giving that shit up. Don't give up a damn thing for him. Draft a QB then? That's what I'm saying, dude. Just draft a quarterback, bring him in, go ahead and accept your fate for one season. Let him try to learn this system. Even if he's playing behind Stidham, he's going to end up winning that starting job before the end of the year because you're going to want to get him some play time going into that 2025 season. And it sucks because you are in like full rebuild, but at that point, like your defense doesn't want to be out there. They know that you're going out there, you're pretty much going to lose these fucking games, so you're going to have trouble filling those holes on that side of the ball unless you sign people to multiple year contracts where you end up spending more money, but you can structure that shit, so that kind of helps. This is going to be a weird ass off season because there's so much fucking on the line right now. Need some damn ball hawks. Wouldn't that be a welcome change if we had some people that can get some fucking turnovers on this team? Raider Nation Jason, what's happening, dude? I'm glad to see you back. Raider Bo, never seen you live. Love your content. Keep it up. I appreciate you coming out, Bo. Thank you very much. SJ, biggest thing is going to happen is we either get Lamar or Stroud in that draft and draft the defense and bring in the defensive players. Even if we drafted Lamar or went out and traded for Lamar or ended up picking him up through free agency or however that shit ended up happening, with the offensive line that we have right now, he would be fucked. And there is no other way to say that. And it sucks to say it because I would love to see it happen. But I don't care what quarterback you put back there right now. Unless you address that right tackle and that right guard spot, we're screwed. We're screwed. Oh, Mitchell, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you're going. What's going on? I hope the family's well for you. Are you ever happy? Yeah, dude, I'm happy all the damn time. I just get pissed off when I talk about this team. And I've told people before, it's not really about being pissed off. It's just the fucking passion that I have for these dudes. And then when you watch shit get fucked up that you know should be okay, it's really, really upsetting. Put in a job offer for the Raiders to be a mentor. Don't sugarcoat stuff. You say what you want. I just want to put my opinion out there. Like, that is the bottom fucking line behind all of this. I just want to say what I'm feeling right now. If you guys agree with me, that's awesome. If you don't agree with me, let me hear it. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit because we're all watching this shit happen. Oh, Ewan, what's going on? It's good to see you back. No Jimmy G or Tom Brady. No, dude, screw both those dudes. What's it going to look like for us this time next year? It's all going to depend on what this offseason looks like. Because I will tell you right now, if we stay on the same trend that we are on right now, we're going to end up getting shit on next season. Look at this offense, or look at the AFC West alone, dude. These teams are getting stronger and stronger. Well, except for Denver. They pretty much shit the bed. That Russell Wilson thing is a complete fucking joke. And they're so screwed with that. They're going to suck for like probably the next at least 3 to 4 years, just with the money that they have guaranteed to his ass. That was a terrible, terrible decision. I'm so happy they made it. Lots of good QBs in the draft. Hopefully, Mark Joe Davis gets the memo. We can only hope that he does. Right, it doesn't matter who our QB until the defense or O-line is addressed. Those rookie QB deals seem to be a trend. Yes, they really do. The way I see it, the way that we lost this year, you can't do much worse than the years than that. Dude, The way that this team has turned around from the start of this season to where we are, it's fucking bullshit, dude. It is bullshit. We are weaker right now than going into this season. And this was, I know, like, it wasn't a championship team, but I had a lot of damn high hopes going in for this team. And they just completely shit the bed in every single manner, man. Raider for life. Let's go Lamar, dude. Go Lamar. Go Lamar, and then address this fucking offensive line immediately. If you do that, then Lamar will actually have a legitimate shot. But if you have Lamar trying to run this offense, it's not going to fucking work, dude. McDaniels and Lamar do not go together. And McDaniels is not fucking going anywhere, so we are going to be stuck with his ass. And whatever he decides to do, and it's going to end up being my gut tells me it's going to be a rookie quarterback. SJ is a Dragon Ball fan. Yes, I am, dude. I fucking love Dragon Ball. I'd rather get a rookie QB like the Florida Gators or even Stroud. Yeah, I mean, I would take that. At this point, I would take a rookie QB, to be completely honest with you, just because he would have a legitimate chance to learn this system, grow in this system, and then you could see if McDaniels actually knows what the hell he is doing. I hope Jags knock out the Chiefs bad, embarrass them back. Have Trevor Lawrence, when he came out and threw, 4 picks in that first half, he was just shook up, dude. You could tell, like, he was nervous as shit. They weren't ready for that game. But then to come back in that second half and just shred that fucking defense was beautiful. And I really think that they might upset the Chiefs, because it solves a hell of a lot of problems for the NFL if they end up losing that game moving forward in the playoffs. Love the channel from Albany. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much. I would like to see Mac Jones. I think Brady is too old, too fragile, and I think if he is washed, didn't look good against the dude. He looked like complete shit against the Cowboys. Costas, it is so good to see you, man. Thank you for coming out. Can we be solid on defense and have a good offensive line by next season? In my personal opinion, no. I think that is way too many holes to fill. I think you either need to address one side of the ball or the other. I really think we go offensive line just because our offense, we have the weapons. Like, we have the offensive weapons to make this offense work. We just need to give their asses some time. So if you go out there and just really dedicate yourself to getting either a rookie quarterback or signing somebody, but then putting the rest of that shit towards this offensive line, I think our defense, if you fill the right spots, would be able to stop the other team enough to where you'd be able to win games. But that is a big fucking stretch at this point, to be honest with you, because we all saw what this offense looked like last season. Fire to see. Oh, Raider Ben, what's happening, dude? I'm really hoping we can collab at some point throughout this, man. If y'all don't check out Ben, you definitely need to. Me and Raider Ben and guys like Raider Critique, we have been grinding for fucking ever. And a lot of people don't watch our shows, and I get it, dude. And it is what it is, but at the same time, like, you got to put respect where it's deserved, and both those dudes deserve it, so please check them out. Mile High Raider, what's going on? If we could only have a top 15 defense, we could have, with just our kicking game, if we could have a top 15 defense, Derek Carr would still be on this fucking team. F. Brady, I completely agree with you. I really hope I see more of that, because I see so many people wanting him on this fucking team. Like, please, for the love of God, somebody explain that to me. Why the hell do you want his old, washed up ass on this team? There is absolutely no reason for it. Get Rodgers. Rodgers too expensive. Rodgers ain't coming here. I'll tell you that right now. I liked every upload. You speak the facts. I really appreciate you coming out, Mr. Lopez. Thank you very much. Lamar's too expensive. That is another big-ass thing. Lamar is pricey as shit. Then you get right back into that same hole. You pay another big shot quarterback. You got Lamar with all these weapons, which could end up being pretty good if he just told McDaniels, like, shut the fuck up and let me do what I'm going to do, but that's not going to happen. So he's going to try to learn a new system. It'd be expensive. You wouldn't be able to fill your other holes, and it would end up being a shit show. But if you can get Lamar at the right price, I'm not going to turn my fucking back at it. Same with Lamar or Rodgers. Oh, and Brady, both too old, too fragile. The best years are in the review mirror. They're like way behind them, dude. Lamar will be franchised and will be too expensive. That I agree with, dude. Lamar always gets hurt. Yes, he does. But it's part of me doesn't think that dude is, like, legitimately too happy in the situation that he's in. And that is one of the reasons why he does get hurt, because he understands with his style of play that he only has so many opportunities to get this shit done. First thing, sign Jacobs. I really think Jacobs' ass is getting that tag. Draft Stroud, Levis, or Bryce Young. If I had to choose out of those three, I would take Bryce Young in a fucking heartbeat. I want our future QB. Me too. That's really what I want to see because we know it's not Stidham. We have to figure out what the hell we're going to do. Oh, man, I would like to have Bryce Young. I'm not even going to lie about that. If we trade back in the draft, we could pick up a few more draft picks. You could, but the only reason I don't see us trading back in this draft is because we have to get a quarterback ultimately in the first round at this point unless they pull some stupid bullshit before this draft. Poverty, Mahomes is God. As of right now, Mahomes has owned our ass since he has been in this league. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you, but I guarantee you we will get that shit before I am done making videos. Need to draft and scout better. We have forgotten how to win games. We have forgotten how to do a lot of shit with this team. We've forgotten the fucking culture of this team. And that is one of the biggest damn problems that we have right now. Chiefs own Allegiant Stadium. Oh, dude, what you need to do is just go ahead and check yourself. Click that big red X and bounce the fuck up out of here. Even if we trade back, too many holes to fill. That's what I'm saying, dude. We can't trade back. There's way too many damn holes. McDaniels loves the QB from the Gators. I don't know, man. People come out and say a lot of shit, like especially like right at the start of the offseason. These coaches and this staff and like these scouts, they're looking at legitimately everybody. If we end up going quarterback at that number 7, it's going to be the best damn one on the board. And if it's not, I'm going to completely lose my shit. Hope Card gets a Super Bowl and he won't be here. Look how we'll be drafting. Oh, man, dude. I really want Carr to go out there. And I know it pisses people off when I say it, but I want him to go out there, go to another team, and just fucking have an exceptional year. That dude deserves that shit. Like, truly deserves it. So the Chiefs will sign Jacobs. They would try... Oh, that can't be towards me. Oh, JT, dude, I really appreciate you. I always loved your direct, brash approach, SJ. Played NCAA wideout. Oh, no shit, dude. We need a D-line to keep... Oh, man. We need defense in the draft, keep steady, spend huge in free agency, and the O-line defensive line. You know what? If you keep steady, you would have enough money. You keep steady, and then you go ahead and keep Gabbers around, and you have your number 1 and number 2. I just don't know if Stidham has what it takes to win these fucking games. I really don't. I understand he went out there and lit up San Francisco, and it is like the number 1 defense in football, but then you saw him come right back out against the game that actually fucking mattered and just get completely shit on. I just don't think he has it in him. I understand that he knows that system probably better than anybody at this point. I just don't think he has that talent level to push him to that next point, man. But I don't know. He stood in the pocket, took some shots down the field, ended up taking a few shots himself, and he made some big-ass plays. Resign Jacobs and Perryman, get O-line, defensive line interior, and the linebacker at least in this draft. If you don't go linebacker in the first round, there is no reason to go linebacker in this draft, and you might as well go ahead and just hit that linebacker spot in free agency. I hope the Chargers fire Staley and go through a coaching carousel for the next for at least 5 years. They need to fire Staley. Like, that loss was completely on him. That was either set up, completely fucking staged, or that dude is just a true idiot. There is no other way around that. Big improvement would be Josh double and fire drive. Dude, man, Tedford, I'm not even going to lie to you. That would be the biggest improvement that we could possibly have. And it sucks that Mark Davis was so supportive of him because I really thought his ass was going to get the axe before the end of this season. Trade for Ramsey, sign Payne or Hargrave in free agency. I'd take Payne. Ramsey's another one, dude. We have so many fucking holes. That dude's going to cost you a shit ton of money. Why not get Cam Newton? Because Cam Newton lost his fucking mind after that Super Bowl loss, and he has never bounced back from that. I made a show about it today. I'll have to go definitely check that out. I've been working all damn day. JJ and Perryman will want more than the Raiders will pay. JJ's franchise tag will lock him into a point to where we'll end up keeping him for another season. I think we could end up locking Perryman down. Like, I really do. I don't think he's going to end up costing us an arm and a leg. Not at this point in his career. If it was 5 years ago, I would completely agree with you. But that dude probably only has 2 or 3 years left. He's with this organization. He knows this team right now. I think if you offered him just a fair deal, his ass would end up staying for at least 2 more seasons. Cam is no. Good to see you live, Joku. It's been a while since you've done one. Dude, oh man, what's going on, dude? It's good to see you. Hope everything's going well. It's been a long ass time. Ramsey will be too expensive. Yes, I'm not going to say he's past his prime. Ramsey's still making some damn plays out there. But he's going to demand a shit ton of money, man. Like a shit ton of money. Cam is familiar with the playbook. Dude, I do not want Cam's ass on this team. We have watched that shit unfold year after year, and now we've watched him just kind of sit there in limbo. That is not the right move. That dude just needs to move on with his life. Please do not throw that shit into the content creators' heads, because I do not want to watch a bunch of fucking Cam Newton videos. Who is the one guy that you would select realistically at 7th? Mine is Wilson. I would take Bryce Young. If Bryce Young's there at 7, I would take his ass. I'm not going to lie. McDaniels can't even handle time management. He can't handle a damn thing. Who's going to be our quarterback next year? Question of the night, Brandon. That is the question of the night. We kicked on 3rd. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Scroll down a little bit more. I'm going to have to wrap this shit soon. Glad it grew. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Why do so... I don't even want to talk about his ass anymore. Fuck it. Look at what the personnel did. In year 3, 13 with the Jags, 2nd in the playoffs. Mixed on fire, turned the takeoff team in the trash. Dude, I don't know. I'm so kind of done with those fucking dudes right now. Joku defense. Oh, TM, what's happening, dude? It's really good to see you. Even if we address the shit out of the defensive side of the ball, like I'm seriously like went out there and just jacked the shit out of our defense. What are we going to do on offense? If you can stop a team and you could have them score under, 20 points a game, which would probably put you, if you're consistent and like you average 17 points a game on your defensive side of the ball, you're going to be in like probably the top 10 to top 15 defenses. But if you don't have an offense that can match that shit, even with the weapons that we do have, if you don't have a quarterback that can get them the ball and you're just going to put all this shit on JJ's back, he's going to end up getting hurt. And that's going to end up fucking killing this team. And then we never gave Zamir White a fair shot to see what the hell he can do. So I'm really curious to see how this thing ends up playing out. Love to think, oh man, T. Perez, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Have a great night, Joe Q. I got to work in 4 hours, going back to bed. Ben, dude, have a good night. Hopefully you have a good day at work. Bilal doesn't deserve to come back, to be honest. He had flashes, dude, but he was mediocre on a shit defense, and that's the bottom line. I think we really screwed up by not picking Roquan Smith or Bobby Wagner when they were both available. The Roquan one still kills me to this day because I was so vocal about drafting his ass onto this team, and the kid has legitimately become a fucking superstar. Go Jags, I am supporting them 110% this weekend. If you were going to sign Perriman, they've done it before, yes. Re-sign Jacobs, still think he's getting the tag. Gutted Al's people, all the new scouts and through the organization. Love what you do. Oh, man, I appreciate you. This team hasn't had an identity since Al. No, it really hasn't. And as much as I hate to say it, and as sad as that shit is to say, our culture fucking died with Al. Because when his son took over, he was immediately taken over by the NFL and their corporate fucking heads. And this team has gone straight fucking downhill ever since. And it was already on a downward spiral before that because... I love fucking Al, man. But towards the end, he was losing his shit out there. Oh, Raider Chris, what's going on? O-lines are a thing of the past. How many teams struggled along with our team? They are. They are a thing of the past. But I'll tell you what all these offensive lines have. They have a brilliant-ass left tackle, which we have. They have a strong right tackle, which we do not have. And they have a really good fucking center. And... you got to have at least decent guards. You have to build if your offensive line gets hurt as the season goes, like you're seeing that shit with Cincinnati right now. They're going into this next playoff game with like the most makeshift offensive line you have ever seen. But they're going to be able to get the job done just because these dudes have all played together. They practice together. Our offensive line has been a giant rotational piece of just different dudes every single season, and it's fucked us. Like completely fucked us. I just wanted Damian Pierce last draft, and that would have been huge, dude. But I really think if you would have had Zamir White and given him a legitimate shot, maybe not behind this offensive line, but behind a decent offensive line, he would have looked pretty damn good this year. I'm not giving up on that kid. What if Jalen Carter at 7? There's no telling what we do. You think Foster will resign? I really want Foster Moreau to resign. I really think Foster Moreau could end up being a starting tight end on another team. I'm very curious to see what he ends up doing. I think with Carr being gone, that dude really has no reason to stay. He could start fresh with somebody else and legitimately be a number 1 tight end on another team. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up going to free agency just to test the waters and then possibly coming back if nothing ends up happening for him. But I really think it's going to. My second favorite team is anyone playing KC. Agreed. Or see Kansas City and Philly. Yeah, but you see what else you have in Kansas City and Philly? You have two quarterbacks that can get the fuck out of there and make a play happen. If you have a quarterback that's a pocket passer, which is, I know, is a thing that is dying in the NFL, but it's something that we have had, and you put him behind a shit offensive line and your play action game isn't working, your offense is fucking trash, dude. Like, immediately. Dirty Low, what's going on? Dude, if Amy Trask would have been given a chance to take over the Raiders when Al died, we would have been champions a couple of times for sure. If O-lines are done, explain the Eagles' success. Zamir doesn't have the vision to be a stud. I don't know. Zamir, he might not have the vision yet because he's still getting adjusted to like the play speed. I don't know. Just give that kid a legitimate shot. Even if you keep him as your number 2, I'd like to just see him get more involved. Tremaine Edmonds would be nice and Payne. I'd take Edmonds in a heartbeat. I'm a big fan of your channel. Joseph, I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Can't stand Foster Moreau, a.k.a. Oh, man, champion. A lot of people do not agree with me as far as Foster Moreau. I just really think that kid has some untapped potential to him. People say Brady is washed up. He had 409 touchdowns, 24 touchdowns and interceptions. When Brady is the scrub, he's better than DC. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you want to bring Brady onto this fucking team, go ahead. Go ahead and do it. And I will be his biggest fucking critic. And we will watch this fucking team go to shit for another year, waste a bunch of fucking money on his old ass, and then end up watching him retire. And then retiring a Patriot on a one-day contract to go back home. It's fucking bullshit, dude. Fuck that dude. If you want Brady on this team, wearing number 12, you need to seriously rethink some shit out there. Oh, Jesse, what's going on? Foster is awesome. You're not wrong. I do. I like him, dude. I missed it. What's your take on Kentucky's QB? I don't have a take on him. I don't think that we're going to end up seeing that. Next season's going to be interesting for us. I don't know what to expect. Nobody knows what the hell to expect at this point, man. We really don't. This is going to be a complete toss-up going into this next season. All right, I'm really sorry, but I do have to wrap this shit up. I really appreciate all you guys coming out. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm going to continue to try to do these lives. I really want to get back into this and hopefully get them going a little bit smoother. And now that I can do these slideshows, maybe I can actually put a little bit more shit together for you guys. But until next time, I'm Joku. Thank you very much for coming out and checking out another one. I will try to be live or at least put out another video in the next couple days because I want to kind of cover the playoffs and just make fun of the Chargers some more. So hit me up. Let me know your thoughts, but we will definitely see y'all soon. We will catch y'all in the next one.